Hey guys, Golden here, and welcome to another Magic Arena video. So I have a best of one deck for you today. So it's a feather deck with some of the new cards from the new set. It's a lot of fun to play. It has a little bit, I went a little bit more of a token style as well with Krenko. So from the top end, we have the new card, Hero of the Nyxborn. So whenever the Nyxborn enters the battlefield, it creates a human creature token. But also, whenever you cast a spell that targets the Hero of the Nyxborn, creatures get +1/+0 until the end of turn. So this synergizes well with pretty much all of the other stuff. Obviously, buffing your creatures is what you want to do in a feather deck. Feather itself, whenever you target a creature you control, allows you to exile the card and then puts it back in your hand at the end of the turn. So it is very, very efficient at bringing back spells. Once you get it going, it's very hard to keep up with all the spells going back in your hand. So the Hero of the Nyxborn, just another synergistic card with targeting. But really, to make the best use of it, you want a wide board, which particularly Feather, you usually just want to stick Feather, you want to stick 10th District Legionnaire, and you just want to keep recycling spells for those two cards and then keep going. So I went conservative right now. I think there could be some other things, maybe with only 2 or 3 feathers, and a more tokeny build, but this one, I put Krenko in there. Krenko already is pretty good with Feather. There's some decks that I've run in the past with Krenko and Feather together. It's a really fun deck to play, and it kind of memey, but whenever it goes off, it's really cool. So Krenko, with cards like Summit Sprint, that will immediately give Krenko haste to make a bunch of tokens. And then if you have the hero and you target the hero, all of those tokens get buffed. So you can go Krenko on 3, or with 4 mana, you can go Krenko, Summit Sprint. With that, you create 4 tokens. And Hero of the Nyxborn, whether you had that down on 3, or if you put it down on 5 and target it with a spell, you're coming in with a ton of damage. And if Krenko's still on the board, you're creating even more tokens that can just snowball you down the road. It adds just another layer to the Feather deck. Previously, basically, if you don't get Feather, you lose, because that's your number one win condition, which is why Feather hasn't been a top tier deck or a very competitive deck, even though Feather itself is very, very strong. Because if you don't draw Feather, your deck doesn't work as well as it really should. You can still win with some aggression with Dreadhorde Arcanist and 10th District Legionnaire, but it's just not as strong. With this, at least gives you another win condition. You're going wide. Another card you can consider in this deck is, let me see, 3 mana. Always forget this Gobbo's name. Legion Warboss. So this is another one that creates tokens and might be worth. Maybe we will put one in. I'm feeling a little bit. We're gonna take out one of the Arcanists, and we're gonna take out one Defiant Strike. Put in a couple Legion Warbosses, so that puts us a lot at the 3 mana mark, and we'll take out one Feather. And we'll go like this. So we'll put the Defiance. We'll put the Arcanist back in. All right, so a little bit of change there, but so we're gonna do this, and we're gonna take this into a best of one event. Not gonna take this into rank right now. I've been climbing my rank over the last couple days since the new set restarted, and I'm just shy of Diamond at this point, and I really want to get up to Mythic as fast as possible so far. So we're gonna take it into event. Let's see, what is a standard event? And we'll see how it does. So Feather, I mean, this is a deck that even if you're going in ranked, can do well. We'll see how this synergizes together. First time I played it, obviously I just made a couple changes right there. I did play it just a little bit with that build before, and it's super fun, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so we have the cards we need. Now we just need more mana. But I am going to keep it, because we have Feather in the opening hand, we have Legion Warboss and Hero. We just need mana. Okay, so it's green. So probably mono green Stompy. Could also be Gruul. We do get mana. Unfortunately, it's not the ideal color that we want. But we have other 3 mana plays. We don't have to put Feather down on 3. We can put down the hero. We can put down the Legion Warboss. So it looks like you got some traditional Gruul. So this is going to be tough. Okay, we got our white mana source. This isn't going to be a walk in the park. This deck is strong. We're not playing against jank. That's for sure. Oh. So this is the current build that runs. Okay, so I might get stomped here, but I'm okay with that. I need to conserve my damage, and I would rather him spend Stomp or Shock on this and not have it open for Feather. Okay, so I'm going to put Feather down this turn because I don't have the mana. I don't have white anyways, so I'm pretty much, by holding it in my hand and going with one of these other threats. Okay, so hopefully I can untap with Feather. Alright, I get to untap with Feather. Okay, so we are going to put the hero of the Nyxborn down. We're just going to start going in. Obviously, one adventure card and he starts snowballing, but we do have God's Willing open now. That protects Feather. And if we can draw into a couple more impactful cards, we're in a pretty good spot. I don't know if this is going to do much in this matchup just because Hero of the Nyxborn. Ooh. Oh, watch this. Oh no, it's me. It's a good thought. Alright, so he's coming in for 6 damage. It's obviously not great. Gets trample, double strike. So we need some impactful cards. I'm probably gonna have to hold Feather back. Probably gonna have to hold Feather back to block out the Pelt Collector. Unfortunately, even if, well, no, I think that actually does work. I just gotta hope he doesn't draw a creature to buff the Pelt Collector. Looks like he did, or else he probably would have. Okay, so if I God's Willing this, it pumps everything. I get it back anyway, so we're gonna do that. There's a Krenko. I'll take it. Just gonna keep building up our board. And it gives us protection from red, so I can use it as a... Well, no, that's green. Never mind. Psych. So I can now use my stuff to block out. So he's coming in for 6 damage. I might have to just... Okay, he decides not to block. He doesn't know what else I have in my hand. Alright, I regenerate the God's Willing. Put down Krenko. Another white mana source. Okay, so where are we at now? We're attacking with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that gives us 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 damage coming in. which we'll have to block out, but he'll be able to pump up that pelt collector in the meantime. So just going to go in with feather again. This and feather. Keep chipping him down until I'm sure I got lethal, because right now I don't. Right, so one of my best draws is going to be another spell that targets. Okay, so I can kill this pelt collector. He obviously doesn't have anything in hand, so killing the pelt collector is actually one of my best options, even if I lose something. So first I want to God's Willing the hero. Pumps everything up. Protection from green. I mean, sure. Okay, so that's 2 damage that absorbs. I need to absorb 6 more. Well, actually, he'll trample through, but because of the protection, it's still going to die. He's going to do 4 damage. Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure. And then I get that back. And I still have a really, really good board. Okay, so let's see. Pretty sure with this I will have lethal. And even if I don't. So if I Hero of the Nyxborn, bump everything up. Make it green. And I attack for all. Surely I get in for 11. So I'm not even going to do the math. The mentor first. Do it like this. All right, so we're going to mentor Krenko. Coming in for a lot of damage. I mean, I'm losing things. But he's losing things too. Yeah, there she goes. Alright, so we take it, and it showcases all of the cards, which almost never happens. We had every single creature card in our deck. So we wanted to stall out, basically. Gruul ran out of steam, even with 2 Edgewalling Keepers in the board, which is one of the reasons why in my Gruul decks I don't have that in there. I love Edgewalling Keeper, and what my favorite aggro deck is actually Golgari Adventures with, I showcased in one of my past videos that Golgari Adventures with Grey Merchant of Asphodel at the top end, and that's what I use that and Esper mid-range hero to climb up to where I'm at over the last couple days. Mostly the Golgari because it's a little bit faster, and it feels like one of the best decks. Slight change over last set's build of that Golgari, but check that deck out for sure because it is strong. Like it feels like it could be right now the best deck that I've been playing against. I've been beating everything. Win rate probably up around 90. Okay, so we keep that land there because we have the God's Willing, we have 2 feathers, we have Krenko, we have everything we need to really get going once we get feather down. We are playing against it looks like Simic Flash though, so nothing is safe. Okay. bottoms it. That's what we like to see. Holds open mana. Okay. Still holds open enough for Quench. But, I mean, honestly, I have to play into it. And I don't have to, but it's only going to get worse from here, so... Let's try to get Feather down. Yep, gets quenched. I had to get it out of his hand, but we have the other one. See if he puts down Nissa. Doesn't have a breeding pool, so he can't do that. Oh, he attacks with that, so... down another Feather. And gets Frilled Mystics. Ah, I hate this deck so much. Well, we have Krenko and Samet Sprint. So hopefully he doesn't have another counter. And no counter. Well, that's enough. What you gonna do? There is, I mean, not much you can do against that anyways, so move on to the next one. What a good day. Playing some Krenko, playing some Feather. You know it's going to be a good day. Back on my diet today. Start working out again. So I haven't really talked about myself too much in there, but I have done a lot of competitive CrossFit in the past. And when I started this channel a few weeks back, it's kind of fallen off completely, so I felt like a turd, even though I've been really enjoying making content for the channel. I haven't really been doing much in the way of anything physical, other than going to work. But worked out again today, back on the diet, so I'm feeling good. Alright, we're going to drop Feather. We're just going to go all in before he gets rolling. If we can stick it, obviously we don't have a God's Willing, we do have Karametra's Blessing, but we can just start going off. Alright, that's good. That's actually what I want to see. So we're getting a lot of aggression here. So we're just going to make sure we do this right. I'm going to buff this up over the city. He's not going to want to lose that. Another Feather. I'm not going to keep it. Kind of want a God's Willing. Just going to... Okay, that's what we wanted. Perfect. I almost want to make this one... No. Just going to keep going after Feather and do a lot of damage. We got that so that way if he can't block it out and survive. Now we're at 5. We get those all back. We can cast the Samet Sprint, which might be able to keep it alive. But I think we just got off too much of a start. I don't know if he has... he probably has enchantment-based removal, which is obviously bad. And okay, he doesn't have it though, and we win. It's a nice quick win. Feather gonna do what Feather gonna do. Alright. 2 wins so far. Getting our gold. And getting some cards. Treefy leaves. Alright, so... Got the hero of the Nyxborn. We're going to keep it. I mean... It's just impossible to have a bad opening hand with this deck. That was sarcasm. Alright, let's go. Got white. Okay, so we'll go Dreadhorde Arcanist into Hero of the Nyxborn. We can use Defiant Strike and hopefully regenerate it to get a couple cards with the Dreadhorde Arcanist. Okay. We can do a lot of damage if you get that down later with Samet Sprint. And we can actually do that next turn. Use Defiant Strike, Samet Sprint. Oh, he hits us with that Banishing Light. So we probably should have waited. Okay, good. He just goes with the Omen. Now he obviously could still have something. Probably not though. That's only 2 mana, and he would have needed like Glass Casket or something. Enter Glass Casket. Nope. No. Okay, good. All right, so we're in a better position now. Put down the Legionnaire. I'm going to leave open this, but I am going to Defiant Strike. Nope. Yeah, I kind of wanted to do that on the other one. Yeah, I want that. I can do that and Samet Sprint next turn, then we can regenerate some cards. Get a counter on that though. Not really sure. Whenever these two, it's a weird situation here because like you want to put it on here to get the counter, but you want to put it on here to buff the board. So I guess in a situation like this, it's probably better just to get the counters going. But if you have more creatures on the board, it's probably better to hit the hero to buff everything up. Okay. Let's see if he tries to take out. Yes, perfect. Wait, is that a destroy? Yes. Good. That's what I was looking for. Alright, so we put the Arcanist down. We Samet Sprint the Dreadhorde Arcanist. Nope. We attack with everything. Bring back Karametra's Blessing. Cast it on the hero. Buff everything up. He can't block anything out. And survive. And we come in for a lot of damage. Unfortunately, we're open now to decent amount, but we have multiple threats, so hopefully it doesn't matter. Even just keeping the Arcanist on the board is enough to win. Perfect. All right, we take it. All right, that's a good showing of how this can be good. All right, we're at 3 wins. We're gonna just keep it rolling. All right. Yeah. We need more lands, but 2 lander isn't too bad with this deck. It's very low to the ground. The only reason I have as many lands in the deck as I do is because in order to keep recycling these spells, you kind of do need extra mana. Even though our biggest creature is 3 mana, you still want to have more than 3 mana, so that way you can combo some spells. Start out with the Sacred Foundry. We'll go 10th District Legionnaire next turn. Okay. So we can draw like a shark or something now. So we'll do the Legionnaire. Oh, he gets the God Curve off, so this might be a little bit rough. All right, we get the Krenko. Unfortunately, he has so much damn life gain. It's not going to matter too much, but we can Karametra's Blessing, Defiant Strike, attack with Krenko, and just get some tokens galore. If we can get a Samet Sprint, that's good too. Can Dreadhorde Samet Sprint, use the Samet Sprint. Oh, he takes out Krenko. They always take out Krenko. Alright, we're just gonna put them both down. Get a board presence. This game isn't looking too good. That one hurt. And then he gets Heliod, which is a creature because he has a lot of white. We are not in a great place right now. So we buff up the Legionnaire. Let's start with Defiant Strike. Draw a card, not that card. There's a shock. You can take these out. Let me see. What does he have? That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's actually good. Let's do this. Ah. Alright. We're going to lose one of these, but it is so worth it. Okay, so first we take the shock. Then we take... is it enough? So... Krenko's Blessing. It keeps it alive. So... I'm going to do that. Do Krenko's Blessing on... one of these, but the other one's gonna die anyways. That was probably dumb. Take that out. Get out of here, Heliod. Oh, unfortunately it wasn't enough. Okay, he takes out the little one. Nope. He decides that that was the wrong play. Okay, so we're coming for some damage. It's probably not gonna be enough, but it's fun anyways. Oh. That's bad. That's not very good. Okay.
Your light will cleave the darkness.
Oh, Gideon. Wait, he went Vigilance. Actually surprised. We have... No. Doesn't matter. Salmon Sprint would be nice. Probably in trouble. I mean, we can attack with the Dread Horde, Arcanist, 2, 3. I'm gonna just attack with the Arcanist and sack it just to see what I get. Doesn't matter, it's gonna die. I'd rather get the counter on that. Maybe? Maybe that's good. No, that's gonna be game. Mono white, God curves us. I mean, that deck is good. And our deck might be a little bit memey, but that was a good draw for him anyways. Got that Al Said life linker into Daxos, into Conclave Tribunal and Heliod, like those are all into it's just that's the god curve for mono white. Alright. Dorgus 5. Yes. Yes, I would like more white mana. But I also would like Krenko in my life, so we're gonna keep Krenko in my life. Alright. Oh. Ooh, Feather. Don't have the mana for Feather, unfortunately. Hopefully I can draw into another white mana source. I mean, I'm putting Krenko down next turn anyways, but if I can Feather and keep God's Willing open, that's usually the end of the game. Obviously, we're playing against probably counters galore. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. Yeah, okay. This isn't bad. I mean, I don't think he's going to take that trade. Yeah. So we'll get in for the damage. We'll keep both Gods Willing. We'll keep it in case we need to target the Legionnaire next turn. So hopefully he tries to take out the Legionnaire. That's what I... Okay, I'm going to see. That's... Still keeps open a counter. Still has counter open, fortunately. So I'm gonna play around the counter and put Krenko down this turn. Oh, well, maybe I shouldn't have been so worried. Doesn't look so he doesn't have a quench, so that's good. So hopefully he okay. That's okay. So I'll just God's willing that now. Then feather goes down. Ah, that's unfortunate. I will be sacking the Legionnaire, but I gotta hope he doesn't have a shatter. That is my... No shatter. Okay. I mean, that's... He decides to take out Krenko, which I don't know if I agree with that. I don't know what that is. What does that do? Enchantment, you become a copy of another target creature except it has this ability. Okay. So, nope. Don't be dumb. Oh. What is that? Wait. What is happening? Oh, that's just this turn. Till your next turn. Put Krenko down now. Beat him up with Feather. Keep God's Willing open now. God's Willing is 1 mana. Now he has a lot of mana though, which so, I mean, I would imagine he probably has some type of way to double spell here. But, hey. Playing a Feather deck. That's obnoxious. Oh, wait, what am I doing? I don't really want Krenko back. I mean, one less thing on the board. Eh. Okay. That becomes a... It's a little risky to do this, but I think I'm at the point in the game that I need to take risks. Oh, he double blocks with that. That's interesting. I guess there's not really a downside on that. I'm just going to God's Willing and get it back. It's another Feather. Not what we need. I need spells to use with Feather at this point. So we have a lot of tokens now. Take out Feather. I guess maybe the second Feather wouldn't have been a bad thing. We do have a lot of tokens. He has a lot of lifelink. This is getting a little out of hand now. Let's make a... Well, I mean, let's just make a big old Krenko. Gobos, attack! Okay, he goes with that. I mean, I'm just going to keep the one I have, right? He's getting a lot of life, though. This is obnoxious. I don't think there's really anything to do here. Here, Nyxborn. Our go wide plan. Unfortunately, I can't God's willing. So he's probably going to take out Krenko this turn. Does some probably did. Dream Trawler. Nah. Yeah, that's definitely me gone. So there's no coming back from Dream Trawler. That card is so broken right now. Alright. So we make a run of it. We go 3-3 with our Boros Feather Krenko deck, token deck. And it was fun to play. It's one of those decks that whenever it works, and whenever it doesn't, it probably doesn't. But this one at least does have the token backup game plan to go along with it. So it's not just so reliant on Feather. So give it a shot. You can throw it into ranked if you have it. If you put it into best of one ranked, put it in the comments. Let me know how it does. Let me know how it feels or any changes that you'd like to make. Again, I like to know any changes. I get bored really easily. ADHD kicks in, and I like to try different decks all the time. So I like to change things. So anything that you have to go with this deck that you think is going to work way better, I would love to give it a try. So thank you guys for watching. Please, if you take a second to hit the like button, really appreciate it. Helps out the channel. And if you like what you see, subscribe to see more. So thank you guys and have a nice day. I'll see you next time.